Welcome to Super Chevy Brothers Podcast. This is July 7th. July 7th,
yes.
And this is the only podcast with no rapists on it. I'm Chevar.
Basically.
This is the co-host, Chevall.
Jesus. It wouldn't be funny. It's only funny because it's true. Jesus Christ.
I'm sure there's another show that doesn't have pedophiles on it. Or something.
There's a movie out there without a pedophile. There's a podcast out there without a pedophile on it. But we'll find it one day. We haven't found it yet. It's like how every other movie I've been watching recently. It's just, it says Harvey Weinstein in the beginning, and you're like, damn.
It's this one. It's this one. This is the one that doesn't have a rapist.
Oh yeah, but no, we found the podcast. But we're the only one.
Does that make us not cool?
No, it makes us cooler than most. It just makes us. It just makes us like unicorns. Like people don't really believe it because it's almost like to be a podcaster, you have to be a rapist. But not entirely. And obviously, we show that. So it's just maybe hard for people to believe. Like, wow, they have the mics, they have the computers. They haven't raped someone yet, though. I don't believe them, and I don't agree with that, but I get it. Okay. I don't even know what that was. But yeah. That's it. Nothing else. All right. Well, what you been up to this week? So she's just gonna let me flounder out in space.
So today's Tuesday, so I haven't been up to anything. I did play Last of Us yesterday for a few hours again. That was game. Maybe. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm like, man, this is long. Not yet.
Okay, you may have to cut this part out.
But now I'm. Why? What are you doing?
Well, I just want to make sure you don't spoil anything. I want you to tell me where you are, but I don't want you to spoil anything.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not spoiling anything. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not spoiling anything. I'm really look. Doesn't matter what game it is. All right. I'm really good at finding collectibles. All right.
So many.
So. Me and finding collectibles. I'm good at it. Hold on. Let me turn my fan off, and then I'll be back.
Oh my god. He really just left. Well, anyway, Last of Us, great game.
Now I'm back. I'm so good at finding stuff. I'm always got maximum ammo, maximum everything. Mm-hmm. So now when I get into encounters, I just start popping people's heads off, and it's super fun.
You can always go about the shit differently because you can always set the traps and stuff. But yeah, I found it's funny because watching Haley play, like, we play the game differently. She hasn't beat it yet. She's close to the end, but
you mean she's bad at it? Yeah.
No. She just plays it differently because she also gets all the collectibles and stuff. But it's funny because like I've noticed there are times though because she's gotten actually more collectibles than I have. But like there will be times where there's like ammo and shit that she needs to have for a battle and she just doesn't have it, or like big like fights will come up. Yeah, no, I didn't have that problem really because
never happened.
Once you're able to do all the stuff you can,
especially
like
after
craft arrows and all that shit. Like yeah.
Whoa! Spoiler alert! Arrows? What?
What are you talking about?
Never mind. What? I've never. Okay, so I'll get into fights, and then after the fights, I'll be low on ammo for like 5
seconds
guns.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing. You only pick up 1 or 2 bullets at a time, right?
Right.
But when you get good enough at stealth killing dudes, which is probably what takes people the most time, because when I stopped stealth killing because I had so much ammo, I was blowing through encounters and that took 15 seconds.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like we've talked about before. People aren't super good at games, but that's the thing about like this game is I feel like what takes people so long is that like you can just blow through this game and kill everybody as soon as you get in this section. You just have to be good at it. Like you can just shit, there's some WLF guys looking for me and just pull out like 2 or 3 of your guns and take them all out. But I feel like people feel like they're pressured to do stealth stuff, but like sometimes you have so much ammo, you might as well just gun everybody down and then move to the next section and get more ammo.
Here's the thing. If you're not like good at aiming or good at, because I mean stealth is basically the best way to go about it. But I think the game is meant. I mean, you can easily stealth your way out of most situations. There are some situations where it's like you walk in an area and then 8 guys are walking towards you in a line, and it's like, oh.
Well, that's the thing. The thing is that the game also gives you a bunch of different points you have to shoot. Like, there's no sneaking option. But like, this one is a little cooler in that it's easier to fool people. And what?
There are a few, but I feel like every situation.
Oh, there's more.
Even if you start the encounter with people around you, you can always get away. Like the people who are hunting you or fighting you or whatever can lose your track.
Yeah.
And then you have the upper hand again because no one knows where you are.
Yeah, no, you can kind of play with the enemies. It's fun. Yeah.
And throwing bottles and rocks. That's the fun part. I love getting into encounters because it's like the Batman thing except cool.
Well, yeah, it works a lot better than the first game too, because the first game had a lot of loopholes you could do with how you took down people. Because I remember when we were replaying it a few weeks ago, when we were replaying the first one a few weeks ago. There's some sections of that game, like if you know how the guns work, if you can shoot well, you don't really have to fuck around with the stealth stuff. And this game, it's a lot, like there are a lot of different, like it takes that and it makes it a lot more deep because there's a lot more options now. Like when it comes to dogs, you can do different things. You have like the mines do a lot more shit
killed too.
Yeah, no, there's a lot more ways to get killed.
Especially
with infected and shit too. The infected.
If you put a mine down and somebody sees it and you're next to it, they'll shoot it and you die.
Yes. They're not dumb. They're very smart. Because they'll do some wild shit. Because I've seen them throw stuff at mines before. They don't just shoot them sometimes. I've seen them like warn each other about stuff. And what you were saying earlier about there not being enough ammo and stuff. Well, I started a New Game Plus playthrough. On the hardest difficulty, and they even tell you before you start it that it's harder than if you just did it like normally without all your stuff in the game. But yeah, there's way less ammo. There's a shit ton less ammo in the harder difficulties, and you kind of do have to learn how to be stealthy. And like which it's kind of funny because I have all these upgrades and stuff.
Is that the only difference though? Because in the description it just talks about supplies is hard to find.
Yeah, supplies are hard to find. Enemies are harder to kill. The guys won't, as far as like WLF stuff, they're a lot. They're the wolves. They're the wolves and the scars too. But as far as they're concerned, it's a lot easier for them to notice you. Like, because you can get away with some shit in this game where like you can crouch walk right in front of somebody and they're like, "Oh, what? Where'd you go?" But in like harder. Oh, I do that shit all the time. It won't even be in short grass. I'll just be crouching, walking in front of somebody, and they're like, "I think I saw something," and it's like, bro, I'm like 20 feet in front. You can see.
Never had that. I haven't had that happen.
Oh, you can, dude. Okay, normal difficulty in this game is not that.
I don't know if I'm playing. You can cheese
it.
Not.
You can cheese it pretty hard. I played on normal, but I think grand total I died. Grand total I might have died 3 or 4 times, and it's not in any of the parts you played so far. It's later on.
You haven't died before. Okay, all right.
No, I did not die until the last like.
I had a dog rip my face off.
Ooh, no, I've seen the death animations because I watch Haley play. I've seen the death animations.
Like
there's
I didn't know
gruesome ones in this game, dude.
So in this game they added you can go prone, so you can lay on your belly and crawl around. Yeah. And I thought, oh, this is gonna be some fucking Metal Gear 1 shit. Where you roll under something and nobody's gonna see you. They check under everything.
Yeah, so they look under cars.
So they looked under it, they pulled me out, and then I was smacking a guy up, and the dog came and bit my face and ripped my jaw broke my jaw, and then
the death animations in this game are gross. But I mean, the first game was kind of like that too. I mean, and I was playing through this one, and structurally, I know you didn't beat this game. I know you watched me play it, but this game does remind me a lot of Dead Space 2 in terms of like the gameplay loops and stuff, and like the whole lack of ammo things and everything like that. That's about where it stops. But no, I think the game is fun. I think it's worth playing through just to get all the collectibles, see if you can get all your stuff upgraded, see if there's any extra scenes you missed, because there's little things you can miss in the game pretty easily, especially in that first downtown Seattle section, which is definitely, if you make it the longest, it's definitely the longest chapter in the whole game. But yeah, no, I love that game. It's a good game.
I don't think so. I think the second day of Seattle is really long.
What the second day of Seattle?
I think it's long the first day. Because the first day is long, but
did you do everything?
Yeah, I did everything. I went to all the building. I got all the stuff. Yeah.
Oh, you got the trophy and everything. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think it just feels that way because I know what you're saying, but because it's funny because as I've been playing the game, I watch Haley do shit that I did I watch her do stuff that I did like a day or two before.
Are you doing a study on Haley or something? Every time we talk about a thing and you're like, well, so watching Haley.
It's almost like I live with her and we're talking about a video game that we're both playing. I don't know what you're getting at.
I don't even watch myself.
I literally don't even bring her up any other time unless we're talking about video games. So
I don't even. What's she think? Where is she? Bring her. What does she think of the game?
She's off doing something else. I'm not going to bring her in here randomly.
Is she playing Last of Us 2?
No, she's not doing that right now.
How would you know?
Because she's not. So I don't even remember what I was going to say. But yeah, no, good game.
Yep. Okay.
I was going to say something and then you interrupted me, so I don't remember what it was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Yeah, there's some parts of this game you think they're long. They're not that long. It's like day 2 isn't as long as you think it is. It's long because that first chunk of the game wasn't as forward motion as day 2, because day 2 a lot more shit happens than what happened. Day 1 almost nothing happens. So
on day 2 you go out twice.
Day 2 you go out twice?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but the first time you go out it doesn't take that long.
Red Dead Redemption 2. You say you played that? What's that?
What do you mean, what's that? I don't know. You wouldn't know. You never finished any games. You still haven't finished Persona 4, and they came out 8 years ago. But
oh God, is he gonna say this?
Yeah, no. Red Dead Redemption 2. Went back to it. I need to finish it, so I just decided I'm just gonna play through story missions, do any other stuff I see on the way to story missions that I feel like doing. But no, that game is great. It's still really fun. I still think it's one of the best looking games on the system. But yeah, no, it's a lot slower paced than The Last of Us 2, so I'm enjoying going back to that at least. Because Last of Us 2 had me fucking going insane because that game is just always tense, especially you don't know what's gonna happen next for the most part. But I finished it, so I have some closure. And I'm like, all right, let me go play something that's less taxing, like robbing trains and shooting innocent people in the face. But no, yeah, game's great. I think I'm about halfway. From what the game says, I'm halfway done with the story. So I should be done with it pretty soon. But yeah, I figured I'd hop back into it just because it's still on the system. It takes up the most room, and I need to finish it. But yeah, no, I forgot that game came out 2 years ago. I keep thinking it came out last year.
Of course it came. What do you mean last year? It came out 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah.
It's old. It looks like trash. Can't you tell?
No, it doesn't look like trash. You don't even play it. You have an hour logged into it.
I played it.
Yeah, you played it for 5 minutes.
No, I didn't.
If we look at how many games Chevar's finished in the past year, 7 of them would be Neo out of 8.
Listen.
And then the 8th one would be Neo 2.
I played enough of Red Dead Redemption to say that I played it for hours, okay?
Yeah, I've played Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the newest version, for hours technically.
Yeah, 2? That doesn't
exactly. You're proving my point. Thank you.
I didn't say hours.
I appreciate it.
I said hours because I've been playing so long.
So what you're telling me is you don't know how to pronounce hours. See, this is the kind of content you get, is that people admit live on air that they are illiterate. That's just
racist.
This is amazing. This is incredible. Give it up for Chevar Price. He's coming to terms with a big disability of his. I feel it.
It's time for news time.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, it's on the screen already, but Shadow Warrior 3 it's a thing. So Devolver Digital, right? Or them and the Shadow Warrior 3 Twitter account, they've been teasing it for a couple weeks, but we got a teaser trailer at the end of last week or over the weekend, I forget which one. But yeah, I'm excited. I really enjoyed the first Shadow Warrior. I played a little bit of Shadow Warrior 2, but I didn't get too far into it. And honestly, it's one of the only first-person shooters I've really enjoyed that much, besides like Doom and Wolfenstein.
And that's all of them.
Yeah, I mean those have been the bigger ones. Doom 2016, and I need to play Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. But yeah, no. What do you think? What do you happy to see Wang? I think this is Wang. I don't know. I haven't played 2, so I don't know what happens. But it looks like Wang and Old Boy are the same person now. But who knows?
I mean, I play a little bit of 2. 2 is really different from 1. It's like a open world RPG, random generated. I mean, it's fun. Shadow Warrior is a really hard game. Well, it's not hard. It asks you to do a lot of stuff. Like,
right.
You have to be kind of dexterous to play it and do all your powers and stuff. But it's fun. I didn't finish the second one mostly because it runs so badly. Like, it runs really, really badly.
Really?
On the PlayStation at least. I can't really speak to anything else, but it doesn't run too great on the PlayStation. Yeah,
test it. Hey, I'll test that out on mine. I'm pretty sure it'll probably run worse. I mean, the first one was I like the first Shadow Warrior. It was good. I remember thinking it was a little too long, but honestly, for what it was, I take that back. The game was good all the way through because it just kept getting more ridiculous as it went on. But
I just like that there are a lot of guns and powers and stuff. I mean, it's fun. Shadow Warrior is a fun game. Shadow Warrior 3 coming soon. I'm sure it'll come to.
Oh, it'll be on consoles. It'll probably be on PS5 and Xbox Series X. I mean, so far they only announced it for PC, but I'm pretty sure Shadow Warrior 2 is the same thing when they announced that. So, I'm excited. I don't know. I mean, I wonder if they're doing something even more different, because I feel like what I liked about the first one and kind of what I liked about Doom and stuff is kind of what you said before, was all the powers, all the different things you can use. And it's about just like, it's not easy, but you have all these different tools you use to just like kill big ass monsters. And I don't know. I feel like Shadow Warrior out of Doom, Shadow Warrior, and Wolfenstein, that one has like the most old school feel in terms of like, just dropped into an area, kill a bunch of people, move on, instead of like, platforming. Here's a couple of weird puzzles, like shit like that. There's some puzzles, but like not really that many. So I don't know, but we should play 2. I know one's like 4-player co-op or something like that.
Yeah, 2 has co-op. You get to be ninja. Kind of cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to hear about that one coming out. But we will see.
Yeah, we will
see.
Round 2. Fight.
Atari's new console, VCS, launches this fall. Atari, of course, isn't Atari. It's some other company that's got the same name that acts like it's Atari, but it's not Atari. The VCS is available now for pre-order. 3 color schemes. Black walnut. I don't know. I feel like into something racist. I just can't put my
Black walnut. Yeah, I don't know about that. Wait, so what do you mean Atari isn't Atari? Because I didn't know that exactly.
Because Atari got bought out by some other company years and years ago, and there's a French company that just took the name Atari. Like, there's another company, and then they bought Atari, and then they changed their name to Atari, but they had nothing to do with. They just bought them. It's just weird. And so now they're trying to get, I guess, back into games without actually getting back in the games by building these consoles that'll probably be trash. Anyway, so we got Black Walnut.
Yeah, that's garbage. Okay.
In carbon gold. Carbon Gold is a Walmart exclusive.
Okay.
Onyx is a GameStop exclusive.
I love this territory.
And Black Walnut is from the website. So,
okay.
It comes with a wireless classic joystick, a modern controller, and it's available for the price of a Switch, $400.
$400 freaking dollars. Jeez.
Or you can get the base system for $300.
Huh?
So that's the bundle. If you just want the system, you can get it.
Does that come with a joystick?
Nope, I don't think so. It's not
Oh shit. That's messed up.
I just don't see like.
And it's launching with a mobile version of Missile Command that was already released on a long time ago, and that's like they're like, you know, that's like the game they're running on, and it comes with a bunch of other old games. I don't get the point of this existing. I looked it up, and apparently every game website has been covering this like on and off for the past few years, which I think is strange because it's basically just one of those fucking consoles you get from the dollar store that has Mario and Sonic on it, and it costs $20. So I don't.
Except this is not $20. I don't know. I mean, I might be wrong. It might be the greatest console to ever be birthed.
Missile Command!
There's not only that. There's something else too, like a Jaguar or something. Some other console is also launching.
Oh, yeah. No, I heard about that. There's like another independent console or something. Not independent console, but non.
Someone couldn't spell missile. That's interesting.
Non-top
three. MISSLE.
MISSLE, you goddamn right.
Missile Command.
Missile Command.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy it.
No.
I've already got a lot on my plate. Look, I'm going to buy like a $2,000 PC. That's crazy. All right.
Why are you buying the PC? Why don't you just make it?
That's the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
If I buy it, I make it. And make it, I buy it. Same thing. Anyway, I'm buying a $2,000 PC. And I got to get a PlayStation, which might be like $1 million. And then my wife wants an iPhone. And then my mom wants an iPhone. And then I don't even have a phone.
You got to buy mom's phone too?
I think so. The way she said it was like,
yikes.
Because I was like, oh, you know what, Mom? You're getting up there in age. And that doesn't mean she's old. It just means the older you get, the less patience you have.
Yeah.
It's just that's just the way the world works. So,
okay.
You know, I was like, hey, you know what? Easier phone than your Android is your iPhone. If you get an iPhone, you'll be cruising through everything. I've never had an iPhone slow down to the slowest my iPhone has ever been is faster than my Android phone.
How many iPhones have you had?
I think 3 or 4.
Over the course of how many years?
6, 7 years.
You ain't even give them bitches time to slow down, bro. Come on now.
Well, that's the thing. You don't have to.
No, Chevar, you literally just went and got a new one. Chevar, if the phone you had right now is an iPhone, you would have already gotten another iPhone since you got that phone.
No, that's not true. This phone right here, this hunk of glass, right?
Yeah.
This thing, I literally
I have the same phone, by the way.
From the moment I turned it on, it was slower than a snail on the heroin. It's just so
well,
bad.
I mean, you went from a more expensive, higher end phone to a less expensive, less robust phone. It has nothing to do with it being Android. It's just, if you had a Samsung or something like that, or one of the higher end phones, you probably wouldn't have had that problem. But iPhone users act like they're the shit. So y'all are like, oh, iPhones don't slow down. They just work so well. iPhones slow the fuck down. Do you remember that class action lawsuit against Apple for their phones slowing down en masse?
All right, here we go. Let me first of all.
He about to cape for Apple. Let him suit up real quick.
Okay. All right. The problem with other phones, like whatever, Mom has like 3 phones right now. She's got like 3 or 4 phones. They're not made they're made for people who know how to use phones. Most people don't know how to use phones. So her phone is stacked with garbage. It's super slow.
But whose fault is that?
It doesn't matter.
Do you think she wouldn't have just as much garbage on her phone if she had an iPhone?
But if she had an iPhone, it wouldn't slow down like that.
Ooh, no. You misunderstood. You should see some of the iPhones I've seen from older people. I'm not shitting on iPhone. I'm just saying you misunderstand what people over the age of 45 could do.
Yeah. Okay. So, number two, the class action lawsuit thing about the batteries and slowing down. That's just how all technology works. Every computer that lasts.
Well, everybody else is doing it.
No, but it's not everyone else is doing it. It's just how technology works. When you update something old to use new stuff, it's just not gonna work the same, man. What are you talking about?
Sure, though?
It's the same thing with Samsung phones, except they let your phone go to shit. That's the thing. Mm-hmm. What Apple was doing is they would make these updates to kind of pull your phone back a little bit so that it doesn't kill the phone. Because Apple doesn't make amazing phones. It's just the way iOS works. Those bitches don't slow down the same way.
Yeah, no, we'll see. We'll see how these iOS not slowing down things are going. Because from what I've heard,
oh god, no. How many iPhones have you had?
How many iPhones have I had? One.
Okay, shut up.
Oh, so I got to be indoctrinated into the iPhone family to know how technology works. Well, anyway, I don't think an iPhone's going to solve anybody's problem with having a slow phone. I feel like you'll get an iPhone, you'll be like, hey, my phone's not slow anymore. And then you're gonna hit the old Apple slow down.
He doesn't slow down. I've never had an Apple phone slow down.
You haven't had an Apple phone for more than 2 years. I don't know what to tell you.
That's not true. I've had my iPhone 7 since iPhone 7 launched.
What happened to you? Why ain't you using your iPhone 7 right now?
Because it's Japanese. I'd have to get it unlocked and all that stuff. I don't want to do that.
And you don't like the phone enough, so it's not worth it.
No, that's not true. My wife broke her phone, so I had to donate my phone.
You didn't have to do nothing. You could have been like, sorry, and dipped. Saved for a new iPhone. Get her an iPad. Instagram's bigger on the iPad.
I'll multiply 10 backwards. 3 times 10 is 30. Going 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 5 is 15.
What the fuck is that?
12 and 3 times 3.
My computer's dying, man. This is why we're getting a new one.
Sweet Jesus. Are you still recording? Is everything okay?
My computer's literally hacking up. It's fucking dying out here, man. Oh, poor girl.
So Fallout's getting its own TV series, following in the steps of Last of Us and whatever the hell else it recently said it was going to get a TV show. Because apparently now that we're done with video game movies, it's time for HBO series about video games we've already played. But it's going to be an Amazon original, and it's going to have it's from the creators of Westworld, and it's also going to involve Todd Howard and other people from Bethesda Games. I don't know. I think that this would be cool. My only thing about these video game TV shows is I want them to tell different stories. Like if they do a Last of Us, I'm sorry, they're gonna do a Last of Us TV show, but when they do it, I don't want to hear about Joel and Ellie. I don't want to. If they do that, I'll watch it. I just won't be as excited because I've seen that story already. It'd be cool to see how they show it and if they change anything, but I've seen enough in 2 that I think that there's a lot more interesting stories to tell in that universe. But Fallout, I think the same thing. There's infinite possibilities. There's so many different things you can do with Fallout that has nothing to do with, the main plots of any of the past few games that have come out. And I don't think they'll do that. But I mean, yeah, what do you think about some shit like this?
I'm fine with it. I like Fallout. I think Fallout's world's really interesting, but like because it is like Fallout's interesting because it's apocalyptic. The apocalypse happened. It technically in the future, but at that point in culture, it was still like the 1940s and 50s and sometimes 30s, which is weird. I mean, like not like some of the music. It's kind of But anyway, like, and I think that stuff's cool. I think it's also really cool because usually you're in a different place in America every time, and you can really see the cultural differences. And it's like, how would California deal with the apocalypse in the way that it happens in the story? How would DC deal with it? Like, it was really cool in Fallout 3 to go around to all the ruins and stuff like that. That stuff's cool. I don't know who's gonna do the story or anything. I think there's a lot that could be cool with Fallout. I just don't want them to go the route of like The Last of Us, because some of the stuff that makes Fallout cool is that it's kind of quirky.
Yeah, it's not it takes itself seriously, but not too seriously.
Right, and that stuff is really cool. But you can't, like, it's really easy to do that badly. Like, you can be too silly, where it's like
cheesy as hell,
or you can not do it enough, and then it's just another Walking Dead or something. You know,
right.
And I don't want either of that. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what it is and how it does. I think.
And there are shows that toe that line pretty good. I mean, The Boys on Amazon was funny.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's good. It's really. I actually just finished it last week. It's a good balance of
the rest of the comics. I haven't finished the rest of the comics.
Oh, okay. I had never read the comics. I didn't care. I just wanted to watch it. But yeah, continue. Go ahead. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Hey, I have a new button. I have two buttons. I'm going to email you one of these buttons. Whenever one of us talks too much, you push one of these buttons.
Oh, okay. Don't put this in my... No. I'm never going to use that button.
Okay, what about this one?
That one's a lot better.
I don't know. This one sounds pretty all right, too. I don't know.
I won't show up to this podcast anymore if that's played an undescribed amount of times. But I don't know. I'm excited for this. I just want them to do something different, because I mean, I see what you mean by like it can be too dark. The guys on Westworld being a part of it both gives me hope, and it gives me a little bit of fear, because I've been watching Westworld and they do a lot of good world building. They do a lot of good.
I didn't get more than 10 minutes in the Westworld. I turned it on, and then Kalonika said, "Can we just watch cartoons?" So that's what we did.
Yeah. Well, I got a few episodes into. Well, no, I got like most of the way through season 1, and it's good. It just gets too in the weeds sometimes, and it tries to force, like, it keeps like repeating points over and over, which is my only thing. But so there's potential for this to be good. It's just, my big thing for these things is I don't want to hear about some shit I played 10 years ago. Like, if this Last of Us show comes out in 2021 or 2022 or whatever, and we got fucking Ellen Page playing Ellie, I'm going to jump off a goddamn bridge, because we're not doing that. I'm not doing that again. Not doing it. I'm not seeing that. I can just go replay the games. And I just hope that these things are good, so that just opens the door for more of those things, because we already know all these streaming companies are looking for more shit to milk as far as IPs to snag up, because I've seen so many wild things pop up on all that shit. So yeah, we'll see. Just don't recycle plots, motherfuckers. Please.
I
can't use an MF word.
Yeah, it's kind of rude. I mean, this is a podcast listened by literal families of people, and
everybody's in a family ever. Every single person is in a family.
There are families that listen to this show together. I listen to this show with my mother, and you speaking your dirty
Chevar, you've watched Game of Thrones, Sopranos, 6 Feet Under, Dexter with your mother. I don't accept any of that. One of the most famous lines of the shows is "Surprise, motherfucker." So don't do that. A guy gets his head gouged. He gets his eyeballs gouged in, his head squished in like this. In one of the shows you guys watch together.
Motherfucker.
Exactly.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Leaked Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay is out, and I saw it on Twitter. It looks pretty bad.
There was a pretty
that one photo looked pretty bad.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad photo.
But I mean, it's early, right? And who knows what? When is the game supposed to come out? Is it a launch game? It can't be a launch.
It's supposed to be a launch game. It's supposed to come out this fall.
Okay, well, maybe who knows? That could be an old build from a year ago or 6 months ago. Who knows? You know.
See, that's my only thing is that I feel like it might be an old build, or it might be a build that they made that they could run on this generation or whatever. And when I went and watched the gameplay. If you can find it if you look for it. I'm sure a lot of the versions by the time it's come out have been removed from YouTube. But there's a lot of, you can go find the gameplay. And I'm showing the tweet on screen right here. Somebody was comparing a screenshot.
12 teraflops is 1.8 teraflops. Yeah. And then we got this Vikings woman with, it looks like, I don't know, like Skyrim version 0.1.
Yeah.
And then they have Last of Us next to it.
Yeah, and I mean, Last of Us 2 it's a beautiful game, but I see what they're saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like what disappointed me the most about the gameplay is it didn't look much different from Odyssey or Origins, and that was a lot of the responses I saw too. Is that people were like, "Ah, shit! I thought we were getting another Assassin game, not this fucking basically." It's The Witcher 3, you got to have level 80 weapons to go finish this boss that takes 30 minutes to fight because he's got 3 million health. And, people were kind of sad about that. But it doesn't look good. It doesn't look that great. It looks pretty I wasn't excited to play it when I saw that gameplay personally. But.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. It's probably going to look much better than that. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, also, people just like to do the console wars thing, and I saw a lot of people being like, wow, the Xbox Series X runs like shit, and it's like, well, more important thing is this game looks bad. It's not the console, it's the game. The game don't look good.
And it's going to be on everything. I'm sure that's running on Xbox, but it's going to be on everything.
Yeah. It's not an exclusive.
Yes, darling. Yeah, what? I can't hear you. Hold on. I'm going to try to mute this.
Oh, my God. Well, Chevar's left the podcast. I can't hear anything. I'm just chilling. Oh, okay. Kalanica's asking him for advice. I don't know. I think it's a level in Candy Crush. It could be that she's hacking into the NSA. She could be trying to, DDoS attack somebody. I'm not sure. Kalanica's got a lot going on her plate. She is, in fact, a rogue CIA agent. Chevar won't let this information out, but I promise it's true. But yeah, no. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm going to pull up a tweet. No, I'm actually not going to pull up the tweet because most people watching this are not. Y'all don't look at the screen, and you can't see the screen because you're listening in your car. And if you're listening in your car, look to your left, wave to your neighbor, and say, I love you. But yeah, no. We're just gonna keep rambling on. Maybe search through Twitter a little bit. Look at this Breath of the Wild. It has 30 mods on it. This guy's in a car and he's driving around as Sans from Undertale while he's being chased by flying Goombas. This is Breath of the Wild. This is not any other game. I don't know what the point of this is. I don't know why anybody would play this. See, and this is why Zelda fans can't have anything. This is why no gamers, they don't deserve rights. Gamers don't deserve happiness. Like this is a lot. Oh shit! Donkey Kong Country is coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Hell yeah, that's badass. That's really fucking cool. Oh shit, that is so badass.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, he's back, everyone. He's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. Yeah, no, so I think we're done talking about that, right? It makes sense.
Yes.
Oh, you want to talk about your boy Esposito?
Oh, shit.
Wait, so you brought that? Wait, isn't that the one you got rid of?
No, I got rid of 3.
Oh, that one is almost as bad. All right.
Oh, also, I will have my list finished next week. I've got like 80 something games on it, but I haven't finished the like most popular games and the amount of time it takes to.
Are they games that you personally have beat and played?
No, it's.
I don't want to hear it. Then I don't care. I don't care about your list, bro.
Getting the aggregate information from online.
Okay? I want personal experience.
You expect me to play 200 games?
Well, I mean, if they're so short.
I'm going off of the average of how long it takes people to beat them. I can beat every game in 100 hours if you.
Speedrunners throw off that average. That's all I'm saying. That was a joke.
Giancarlo Esposito. I don't even know I spelled that right. I spelled it with 4 O's. Says he's going to star in an unknown game. He said it like this. He's like, it's going to be wow.
Mm-hmm.
He says that
that's how he talks.
I have no idea how he actually. I haven't listened to him just talk. I've only seen him in movies and TV. You know, I've seen him on, Breaking Bad and Malcolm X. I don't even think he talked in Malcolm X.
I mean, he was in Do the Right Thing.
He's in every like black movie, just about, right?
Yeah, and then he's in a few things where white people are like, I know Gus.
Yeah, he's Gus from Breaking Bad. You should have just said that. Chicken Man,
yeah.
Anyway, so he's in some game and he was talking about he can't tell what game it is yet, but he's really excited about it. And people say it's Fallout 6. I don't know why they think it's Fallout 6. They just think
why
there's got to be a Fallout 6 coming out around the corner. The last one was what, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago?
No. Well, yeah. Technically the last one. Fallout 4 came out in like 2015.
I didn't say Fallout.
Yes, what? You did. You've been saying Fallout. You've been saying Fallout, and you wrote down Fallout.
I said Fallout.
It says Fallout 6.
It says Fallout.
Okay, so Far Cry 6. Okay, got it. That makes sense too. I think both make sense, but no, that's cool.
And of course, he'll probably play a villain. I don't know, like the Far Cry 6 thing, or the Far Cry thing, where they've gone this route of taking these like really supposedly interesting villains, right? And then
since 3,
building a story around them. I don't know, I'm kind of tired of that. I mean, I think they do a good job, and I think sometimes the writing's really interesting and the villains are really cool, but like they're always kind of the same, a little eccentric, a little overly confident, narcissistic psychopaths.
Some kind of ist, yeah.
Yeah, some kind of ist. I hope they go a different route. Because I mean, he'd play a good bad guy. I'm sure he played a guy in, you know.
There's a lot of bad guys.
But I don't know. I just want something new from a Far Cry.
I know what you mean. I think that it's a result of like, I think because the first couple of Far Cries weren't really so much about a villain. It was more about like a war or like some like internal struggle. It wasn't really about like a specific person. Like, yeah, there was a villain, but like until 3, and then 3 they basically said, okay, there's Voss, and then there's also, you know, the lady who runs the tribe or whatever. And I love 3. 3 was fun. I feel like people, looking back on it, I remember the big complaints, like people like, the story is so white savior-y and whatever, and I didn't care. I just like shooting shit and killing shit, so it was fun. That mission where you burn down a bunch of weed to a Skrillex song, very 2012 moment. Loved it. Never gonna give that up. But yeah, I feel like they just noticed that formula worked, and they're gonna stick with it.
Fuck, I wish I had a Rick Astley button.
I feel like they're gonna. I feel like they want to. Don't call. What are you gonna do? You gonna say a word too much? I want them to go back to that original idea of like, it's a big struggle going on, not just you're on this island and shit, it's just one thing happening here. I know that one of the games is like an apocalypse or whatever, but like I want something where it's like a more overarching story, so it kind of makes sense, or you're taking out all these outposts and like shit like that, you know.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, the story, of course, you want it to be interesting and fun. I just want it to be fun. I mean, those games are fun. I just want it to be
fun.
More fun stuff, you know? Just more fun.
Yeah,
just more fun. More fun stuff. But I don't know. I'm just kind of tired of that, the way they do the villains. It's not bad. It's just, it's kind of their thing, and they do it every time, and it's like, you know,
they're getting into Assassin's Creed territory in terms of like when you have a game every other year and you're like, these are kind of the same. Like,
right. I mean, and they know they're gonna sell. That's the thing. They're gonna sell, and I don't know.
Remember when Primal came out and everybody was like, "Oh, that's so stupid," and we still all bought it. Like,
right. It's so stupid. There are no guns, and then people still bought. I mean, people enjoyed it though. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, I mean, hell, and that was switching up the formula, technically. Let's go back to fucking caveman times. You like the bow and arrow so much, that's all you get. Nice. Is that from JoJo?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, it is.
That reminds me, I need to finish Diamond is Unbreakable. And then
I have a new button called. I haven't watched in a while. I've just been reading them. I have a new button called Orgasm Ear Rape. How do you want to take your chances on pushing that one?
No, because we have listeners. I don't think they want. I think we just had a bunch of people turn the shit all the way down. Or they just started mashing the fast forward 15 seconds button. So yeah, go ahead. Because now they probably skipped far enough to where this is exactly where we'll play. That's good.
No. I'm not. No. I'm not gonna play it because it's probably really bad. It's probably. Really
It sounds terrible. It probably break my headphones. Yeah.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
Oh my god! You never know how long they're gonna be.
That was the whole song. All right. So yeah, no, you go ahead.
All right. So it looks like old man Chevar is gonna be right again. I complained to you about the wording of this smart delivery, right? I told you.
Right.
I don't know. Who the fuck is that? What's all this noise? Huh? Who was that? Who was that? Is that Discord? Who was that? Someone on my phone, on my game, on the.
I don't know.
Something's going on. Someone's internet's gone.
My internet's not gone. My internet's great.
All right, you say so. I told you that I don't like how they worded the smart delivery thing. If I buy a game for the Xbox One X, also known as the Xbox, and then I get the Xbox Series X, also known as, and from now on referred to as the Xbox SX.
Yeah.
They said these games are going to update.
Okay, well, can I read you? Because, Chevar, I think that that's still the case. And I want to read you directly from Xbox's website. It's not, there's no mincing language, and this is what every article has said before, and I put this in our agenda as well. And I want to say it here, because if this is not true, they are lying. It's not, they've explained it correctly, and we're just not listening to them. They are lying. So it says, this is on the official Xbox website. This is from June 15th, 2020.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What is that? Do you not hear that? What is that?
I don't hear anything.
The fuck is that? Oh, we have someone in Discord. That's what it is. Like, the fuck is that? What's going on?
Why? Okay.
Oh, hey, Ghostmouth. Welcome. All right, continue.
Right. So, I mean, anyway, what did Ghostmouth say? He said something to us. Bruh, it's the worst part in the series.
Enjoying.
Anyway. So smart delivery. Guys, this isn't, nobody's tricking us. I feel like Chevar is taking something he said earlier and expressing it to the max. This is not true. I feel like this is just a pricing thing that is going to be really funny, because if people do things correctly, this won't matter. Just like how I've been able to play a bunch of games by only purchasing the digital version once, and multiple people playing that version of the game. So one of the most exciting technologies we're introducing with the Xbox Series X is smart delivery, which will ensure that you will always play the best version of the games you own for your console across generations. This technology is available for blah, 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 blah. Okay, but what does that mean for you, the player? Well, it means that if you purchase the Xbox One version of a supported title, which, as a reminder, yes, 2K21, as they like to say in their Xbox presentation, is a smart delivery title. We will deliver the best version of it to your Xbox One as usual. Yeah, period. We're not done yet. If you decide to jump into the next generation with Xbox Series X, we will automatically provide the Xbox Series X version of the game at not the boosted version that is optimized for Xbox version X. It says, we will automatically provide the Xbox Series X version of the game at no additional cost. You won't need to do anything in terms of choosing a version to download. We'll take care of all of that. It's not just limited to games that you purchase digitally. Physical discs of Xbox games can also support smart delivery if the developer or publisher decides to implement it. So, it's the same thing. So theoretically, and I will test this out the day of with my own console, whether it's a PS5 or it's probably going to be a PS5, but because they both said they're going to do the same thing. You should be able to buy the Xbox One version of 2K21, which is $10 less than the $70 Xbox Series X version of 2K21. You should buy the Xbox One X version. You should still be able to play it on your Series X and get the Series X version for free. That is what they said is going to happen. And if that's not what happens, they're fucking lying. That to me, that is the end of the day, because that is what they said throughout their presentation multiple times. They even said, go back and watch that presentation. They said, we're not offering you the same version at a higher resolution.
I know what they said.
This is a brand new. So continue. What are you going to say? Because we had this conversation yesterday where you were saying that smart delivery isn't what we think it is. But if it is what they say it is, I should be able to go to get the $60 version of 2K21, throw it in my Series X, and they say, fuck it. That's the One X version, but who cares? I'll give you the Series X version because
that's what they're saying should happen. I don't believe it.
I'll fucking sue them then. Let's all get together and sue them, because that's what the fuck they said is supposed to happen. I
think it's bullshit. I do not see 1 million people buying Cyberpunk for $60 when they could buy it for $7. Now, hold on. First of all, we don't know. We might be wrong. Maybe only 2K is going this route. Maybe other games won't be $70. We don't know.
We don't know yet.
If everything follows this trend, because I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, it's 10 extra bucks in the pocket, baby. I don't see why you wouldn't do it. If everybody follows this trend and I buy Cyberpunk for $60 and they let me get that $70 version when I put it in my ass, oh, that's going to be it.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best customer service I've seen from Xbox or PlayStation. Now, PlayStation hasn't said, they say they have smart delivery, but they've been pretty tight-lipped on it. So, oh man, I don't know. This sounds funky. And
I think that's why we're confused, is because I think that is how it's going to work. I really do think that people are okay. I feel like what it is that some people won't know how that works. Mm-hmm. So there will be people who will buy the $70 version and they'll get fucked, and they'll buy the version that's $10 more. And by the way, people who don't know exactly what we're talking about, earlier this week,
hold on. Chotomate.
Oh my gosh. Why can't you tell them Chotomate? We recording something, my nigga. Bro. For people, you can't see what's going on. The Chevar's wife walked in the room and he had to stop everything to help her out with a Candy Crush level or something, instead of, just telling her to walk out during the recording of a podcast. So I'm going to just mouth off some more, because this is what I did when this happened 15 minutes ago. Okay, you guys saw that. Okay, well, this happened about 30 minutes ago too. Beat bop, boot bop. But yeah, no, I think smart delivery.
Exactly I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah, so, and you're right. I mean, I think what this is that, listen, now I'm not gonna say that Xbox isn't lying, because I think that they might actually be lying, and they're just gonna be like, oh, you got the Xbox One X version? Wow, here's the Series X version. Wink, but it's not really the Series X version. It can just play with the Series X. Because I just looked it up, and PlayStation doesn't have, you're right, PlayStation doesn't have its own smart delivery. You can play PS4 games on the PS5, but it doesn't have that. So I don't know. I'm curious how this is gonna work. I really am. I don't know.
Okay, so that's that. I think they're lying. That's my thing. Number two.
Chevar, think about it. Chevar, listen. You remember when you used to have cross-buy, and you actually still have cross-buy with PS4 and Vita? So if you bought a Vita game, you get it for free on PS3, or if you bought a PS3 game, you get it free on Vita. I think this is the same thing. I think you can buy either one, and when you get the One X version, you automatically get the Series X version.
They didn't have two prices.
Yes, they did. Yes, Chevar. No, there were times when a Vita game costed less than the PS3 version, or vice versa.
Okay, whatever. Number two. I don't think. Okay, so the $70 thing. Apparently,
number two, what? Because we don't remember what number one was. You took a whole ass break in between that.
No, you took a whole ass speech.
Yeah, bro. Because you stopped to talk to your wife. I didn't remember you were saying anything.
Anyway, I'll have to. Sorry, Ghostmouth. I have to fix the reverb at some point. It's hard for me to hear the show. Pico refuses to do sound tests. So
refuses to do sound tests. You never asked me to do a sound test. Why are you lying live on air? You can't edit that out. Somebody's listening.
Not lying. Anyway, number two.
When have I rejected a sound test? No, we got time. This is just more shit for you to edit. When have I rejected a sound test?
Number two.
No. When have we rejected a sound test? Yeah, let's just add more seconds for sure to have to edit out. When have I ever rejected a sound test?
The last time I asked you for a sound test.
When was that? We have an episode and a timestamp.
21:45.
What's funny is that that's bullshit. That's not even a real fucking timestamp.
Ghostmouth is on it. This man knows what he's talking about. True fan of the show. Listen. Anyway, number two. Fuck. Number two. Okay. Number two. Is $70 justified for a game like NBA 2K? I say hails to the
2K
no.
should be $30 for the last 3 or 4 years.
Here's the thing.
$40.
If they're gonna charge you every year to buy this game, they have no justification in raising the price. The game runs off the same engine that it has for years. The graphics update only slightly each year. The game is basically built for the most part. The only thing they change is the art, really. Which, yeah, that's a lot of money, and you're getting paid for it. But going up $70 to the next generation versus a $60 in this one, when a lot of the game, like when you get these games, they are packed with update.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much wrong with them from the get-go. There's always all this cheese. They're always broken in the worst fucking possible ways.
Super fucking microtransactions, yeah. Dumb microtransactions.
That is not what I fucking said.
I know. I'm adding to your list. Ha! Continue. It's almost like I'm trying to add to your point.
These games don't need to go up in price. Sure, give me a Cyberpunk with a different price, or Fallout, or something that's not a yearly title that doesn't change and uses the same assets. It's just ridiculous to go up in price because of the next generation. It's really, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't agree, because I feel like I don't know, man.
The graphics aren't even what sells these games, because they already look pretty realistic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no. I mean, that's the point. They add more sweat every year.
They add more sweat, but it's the roster update that really you're here for at all. So
I feel like they should. I feel like at this point they need to treat it like a Street Fighter situation. Release one like every 3 or 4 years, and then if you need to, charge people for roster updates, I guess, if that's how you need to make money. But I mean, they're free to play games that are a lot more profitable than 2K, I would believe. So isn't there another
2K
way?
2K makes a shit ton of money. I mean, it makes a lot.
I want to look this up. I'm not doubting it. I would believe 2K. I would believe it if the last 2K game made more than Fortnite. But I would also believe if within the past year, Fortnite made more money than 2K.
Fortnite made more money than money. However much money Fortnite made, there isn't that much money. That's how much money Fortnite made. Jeff Bezos went bankrupt playing Fortnite. That's how much money Fortnite made.
Okay.
No, come on.
Okay, so I get what you're saying. It is profitable. I just feel like there are more models. I feel like you get to the point where I feel these incremental changes to games were a lot bigger when we had like the early 2000s and stuff like that with all these basketball games and football games. But now we're at the point where it's like, okay, these games have almost been perfected. What else is there to do to make these?
No. I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
They're not perfected because they change the sliders and stuff every time. You know what? This would be a lot easier because, FIFA's going to do the same thing. This would be a lot easier if they did it on the next go around instead of doing it now on the first game to release on the platform. If they did it for next year for the 2K22 or whatever, or the FIFA 22 instead of this one, because then it would be like, because we all know these sports games when they release on that same platform, it's just a minimal upgrade from the last platform. It's not a big jump. And I'm sure next year's will look better and have better mechanics and physics and stuff like that. But charge me the $70 next year.
Yeah.
And not this year. It's just not going to be worth it.
Well, also, I mean, it's not like remember when we bought, I think it was NBA like 2K 2000, I mean NBA 2K6, and we bought that twice because we got it on PS2 and then we got it on 360. That's different. Because those were like almost two different games, right? But
that was a jump. And I'm sure this leap
that was a jump
too, but
I don't know. I don't think the leap will be that big. I feel like from 360 to from PS2 to PS3 was a big leap. 3 to 4 was also a big leap. I feel like people like to underestimate how big of that leap was. PC gamers, they're kind of confused. They're like, what do you mean leap? But I feel like this one, I don't know. I feel like as far as when it comes to just what basketball games could do, I feel like when it comes to other games, yes, it's a huge leap. But I feel like as far as basketball games go, let me know if this one plays that much different than 2K16. Because that's when the last consoles came out, right? Or was 2013? No, 2K14. Because that was the first one that came out on PS4, I'm pretty sure.
All right, that's enough for that. EVO. My favorite fighting game tournament to watch has been canceled. Well, hold on. EVO was canceled already. Then they made EVO Online.
Mm-hmm.
EVO Online is now canceled because
the CEO is a dirtbag.
So the
He's
CEO
a nasty man.
has a history of making little boys around the ages of 13 do pretty shady things for what he would call bets or things like that.
Really? I didn't hear the details. Yikes.
You didn't hear the details?
Yeah, no. I actually read mostly stuff from people who bowed out. I didn't get to. Yeah, so he's
most
pedophile.
of this
That's
stuff,
gross.
Well, most of this stuff is from before EVO was a thing. Way back when he, like in the 90s and early 2000s.
Back in the 90s.
And I don't know, there might be some stuff from more recently, but he would do really questionable stuff with young guys. So because of that, and I think because of everything else that's happened, it's not just him that's getting pulled up for that stuff. A lot of people are.
Yeah.
Because of that stuff, EVO was canceled because all the games pulled out.
Literally everybody left. Mortal Kombat issued a statement. Street Fighter issued a statement. Max Dude, pretty much every single big fighting person said they're not going. Tekken pulled the game. Blaze Blue, every single game pulled out. Literally every single game pulled out.
Yeah, every single one. Ghostmoth is talking about how Maximilian made a video about the whole thing. He doesn't really talk about that stuff, but it sucks that EVO's gone. It sucks that EVO's gone at the moment. But I mean, I get it. I do. I
totally understand completely.
People don't want to support. They don't want to put money in the pockets of people who do those things. I wouldn't either.
Also, would prefer to not support pedophiles. That sounds pretty cool. I mean, I feel like we can always have replacements for this, and there are enough people in the fighting game community for people to take the pieces from this and put something else together. I don't feel like this isn't the end of fighting game tournaments or something.
Pico, hold on. I think I see where this reverb is coming. Can you, let's see. Can you speak?
Speak. I be speaking when I speak.
Okay. Ghostmoth, let us know if you hear that reverb still. Maybe that fixes it. I don't know.
You too.
But you too. Oh, what was that?
I don't know what that was.
I heard something. You heard it too, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
All right. Don't know what the fuck that was. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I get it. I think it kind of sucks because EVO is a lot more than that one guy. What's his name? John.
Yeah, it's a lot more than John, whatever the fuck his name is. I mean,
it's a lot more than him, and the fact that no reverb. Reverb's gone. The fact that everything has to shut down and end because of it, because of one person, that stinks. That sucks. Yeah. It also sucks that, I mean, the FGC, the fighting game community, is really frail anyway. Like, I hear a lot of people like, oh no, the community's dead. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, like it's not dead. Like,
playing games is playing games, whether it's with your friends or 100 friends or 1,000 friends. I could never play a game with anyone else but you, Dan, and Matt for the rest of my life, and that's my community of games. And I get it. In the FGC, you go to events and you do these things.
Yeah, the people they know each other really well. Some of these people know each other for like a decade and shit. Yeah.
And that's fine. But all these, top players getting called out for harassing and some of them just downright raping people. It's horrible.
You can cut that shit out, and then you don't have. But the whole community doesn't have to die. Like you get rid of those people, and then you can move on without them.
Right. Everything doesn't have to just go away because of that one incident. And I forgot what I was gonna say.
Well, I get what you're saying, but I mean that's kind of what I think is going to happen. Though I feel like this year's event was canceled. I mean, from what we've seen with E3 getting canceled, it wasn't canceled for the same reasons, but
I know what I was going to say.
E3 getting canceled, you know, people will find a way. If there's going to be online tournaments, we'll see. If they come back with EVO next year, the guy's not going to be a part of it, and they'll probably just do something different.
Yeah, he won't be. But also, I don't like that people are really hurt by this, like, and shocked and all this stuff. But you should also be realistic.
How so?
When you're in a community of people, a group of people, unless there's like some heavy kind of vetting or some like, there's no group of people that doesn't have degenerates in it.
Especially if you don't vet them, yeah.
Especially if you're not talking about like a small group of friends or something. If you're talking about this community of thousands of people, there are gonna be bad people in it, and when you find them, you don't have to break down and feel like, oh, it's all over.
Yeah, you cut them niggas out and you move on. Yeah. Snip, snip.
Yeah, I don't know. My mentality of the thing is like, all right, well, get rid of the guy, and then let's keep doing what we do. But everyone's all in pieces about it. But I get it. I do get it. I mean, the community ranges from people 20 years older than me to
like fucking 15 or 16-year-olds. Yeah.
So there's a whole spectrum of how you deal with those emotions and stuff. And that's okay. I get it. I am a little sad that there's absolutely no EVO this year, though.
Yeah, I'm sad because it's the biggest tournament. And I don't have any doubt that they'll come back next year. It's just, it does suck that this year they have to regroup, get rid of this motherfucker, be accountable. I am proud of the people who immediately were like, yeah, no, we're out. I know that at some point it does become a PR thing. I get it. And at some point, yes, everybody else is pulling out. You just pull out. But, I mean, somebody made the decision to be like, I don't know about that shit. And also silently pulling your game is good. But I feel like when you do come out and be like, nah, we don't fuck with that shit. You can say it's virtue signaling. You can say it's whatever. I don't care if people say it is. But calling that stuff out and like saying like, yo, we don't fuck with that is, yeah, I know it should be obvious, but like you should still like say that. So, and I mean, like, I agree with you. This shouldn't be the end. I saw some FGC people, yeah, they were really torn up, and I get being torn up, but yeah, your community's not dead just because, I mean, hell, then if we were killing communities because rapists were in them, let's just, movies are dead. Motherfuckers podcasts, that's all dead too. Music's gone.
So in the Discord, Ghostmoth says, and he's right. From an individual perspective, it's easy if they're low to the ground, but he's a CEO. There had to have been plenty of other people to know, right? And
he's a CEO, there's a circle of trust or whatever the fuck, yeah.
Right, and he says his influence spreads all the way down. It's a massive corrupting influence that you don't really know how well was protected by that high level dude, and that's true. I mean, that's the same thing with Epstein, same thing with anyone Weinstein, with power who does whatever. Hey, don't turn this into a thing.
Hey, no, it's their names.
I don't know. You kind of emphasize the Steen really hard there.
Ghislaine Maxwell too. That's not a Steen. No, I agree. That's a good point, Ghostmoth. Thank you. I mean, it is. That's true because from what it sounds like, this guy's been in the community for decades, and it sounds like people knew not just the victims. Like I get why victims don't come out immediately because trauma, but the people who know about this shit and they just know. Even if you go to, I saw some crazy shit the other day where the old CEO of Reddit she fucking was on Twitter and was like, yeah, we all knew Maxwell Ghislaine was, you know, a pedophile offering people young girls, and we didn't say anything. And then she locked her account. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I hate it because we've gotten to this point, and a lot less people think it's conspiracy theory. But people think these things are conspiracy theories, they can get away with it. But yeah, like, people in those positions, they're well protected. They're people who know what they do, even if it's disgusting, and they don't do anything about it. So yeah, like, that's why I said, you know, maybe it isn't EVO isn't the next thing. Maybe they do need to nuke the whole organization and then rebuild with, you know, a more sturdy, less rapey team of people. But I mean, no, that's a good point though.
I mean, you can put someone else in there, but okay. Pico, it's just you and me and Ghost Mouth and listener. All right, just between the four of us. All right. If you had all the power, what would you want to get away with?
What would I want to get away with?
Yeah, I mean, what would your conspiracy be? What would you have to pull strings and throw blackmail money at people to be able to get away with?
Let me see. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't have anything. See, I'm not gonna say that out loud because I don't want anybody to show up at my house, but I'll highlight it. That's really fucking funny. I like good answer, Ghost Mouth.
C4 and a certain.
I feel like I would want it. I would. Thank you for saying it, Chevar. I'm glad you said it. I don't know what I would do because I feel like I wouldn't want to do anything sinister, like murder a bunch of people. I feel like I would just. Well, no. Let me say, I would want to make people's lives who I feel, you know, they have a certain Nair status and they're bald and their last name is Zeus. People like that, I kind of just want their lives like slowly crumble, like, but like nobody can really prove it or lead it back. No.
Okay. So you want to like. You want to eat the rich. You want to be rich and eat the rich.
Yes, I want to infiltrate, and then they just like Jeff Bezos is like smoking crack on their bridge the next week, and nobody knows how that happened. And there'll be people who'll be like, "It's this dude over here," and I'll be like, "What do you mean? I don't know what's going on over there. I love Jeff. That's my dude. We were gambling with countries the other week." Like, yeah, I want to do that.
Why?
Shit.
What's up with your Jeff Bezos hate, though? I mean,
fuck that guy. Cause fuck Jeff Bezos, dude. You a bitch. Is that not enough? Hey, anyway, playing this out of your Alexa. I get it, but Jeff Bezos is a bitch. I mean, I just don't get. Wealth hoarding to me is just sick. I don't get it. You can say whatever about people having their stuff tied up in assets. So yeah, I'd be that guy who, you know, I would have mass amounts of wealth and then would disappear for a while because all of a sudden you see that Jeff Bezos, his house blew up and, you know, Amazon packages just start lighting on fire outside of people's doors. So people stop ordering from Amazon. And then, you know, all the drones that he has all over the place just suddenly fall out of the sky. Hair grows back on his head because the HGH it goes away. He's not looking like fucking Lex Luthor anymore.
That's a weak conspiracy. Like, I mean,
not just Jeff Bezos, but like.
I was hoping you were gonna come up with some real degenerate shit.
Well, no, because I'm not a fucking pedophile or a serial murderer. I can't think of anything worse than that. I can't. You can't get. Sorry, you didn't get a rape plot out of me. I don't know what you wanted.
What?
I'm not skinning children because I have $1 billion. I'm not doing
it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, no. I would just have people like it'd be like that episode of Black Mirror with the bees where like people were like, yo, he did that wrong thing on that talk show. I want him to die, and the bees like go kill him. It'll be like that, except it's less like of a direct metaphor. It's just like, damn, Kanye says he's gonna run for president. And in like 6 months
later, are you gonna vote Kanye?
you know what? Anything can happen. I'm not gonna say no.
Here's the thing. All right, look.
It's all
Hey,
a fucking
I'm sorry.
joke at this point.
I don't want this. I never ever. Our recording stopped at some point here.
Chevar.
You're recording though, right?
Yeah, I've been recording. But still.
Hold on. I don't know why it does
Oh, my
that.
Photoshop trial ended.
What's that mean?
My Photoshop trial ended. That's what it means.
And I don't know. See,
Wait,
this is why I need a new computer.
You didn't answer the question.
Just make sure to send me that audio. My degenerate thing? After you said what you said, I don't want to say what I gotta say. No, I don't have anything to hide.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, stream is still going. See, this is the thing. All right. Guys, I mentioned earlier, $2,000 computer. I'm buying $2,000 computer, okay? This computer here is fucking killing the show. Vigo, do you know how long it took me to edit the last episode?
About 3 days.
3 whole days.
Oh shit! I was guessing.
3 entire days.
Yikes!
Hey, Ghostmouth, don't you dare tell anyone about those dogs.
You might as well edit that shit on an iPad, my guy. I don't know what your laptop doing.
Oh my god! So I'm getting
Pro on your iPad.
I'm buying a $500.
No, we're not gonna retell that story, Ghostmouth.
Which first dog?
No,
Jerk chicken? Which dog?
We're not going to mention. No, we've moved past this. This is like unburying trauma again. I'm not doing this.
Are you talking about jerk chicken?
Yes, jerk chicken. That's exactly what we're talking about. And no, for people listening, we call him jerk chicken because he was good.
Okay, so Ghostmouth wants us to retell the dog story about the dog we named Jerk Chicken. I'm not doing that because Beak always cries when we talk about Jerk Chicken.
Man, poor Jerk Chicken. He ain't deserve that.
He was. I know you don't like me using this word, but he was mentally off.
Okay.
He was mentally.
He liked to eat stuff
unstable.
that wasn't food.
He ate the fence.
Yes, he ate the fence. He ate metal. He ate boxes. He ate Yeah, no, Jerk Chicken was a good dog, man. Good dog. Okay. There's a reason he was named Jerk Chicken. Don't know why. Asked my dad. He's the one who named. He said, "Let's name him JC." Everybody was like, "Why you name JC?" He said, "Jerk Chicken." We were just like, "All right, cool."
Didn't we find him at the restaurant with I think 2 out of our 4 dogs?
Yeah, I was to say. Well, then the first dog should have been called Jerk Chicken too.
Mom got a hold of that one. Yeah, Jerk Chicken was stupid. Anyway, I'm buying a $500 video card, right? I think that's reasonable. And then I'm going to buy a $400 CPU. So
those are all words
that will serve to make sure I can edit the CPU, and then we can do a little streaming and games as well coming soon.
Yeah, I know. Get that good computer. I need to get another computer soon. I already started saving for one. I need a better computer. I'm currently using a computer that's technically not even mine, so it's great.
Well, I think that's mostly it for what we had to talk about. We are going to have some videos popping up on YouTube at some point here. We will also we're hoping to have videos pop up at least a few times a week.
Yeah. We already recorded 2.
Thanks, Ghostmouth. I'll let you know. I've built PCs before, but I'll let you know. I might want help. It's been like 10 years, so we'll see.
Things have changed a little bit.
But yeah, so we're gonna have some more YouTube videos up more regularly. We're gonna Neo DLC releases at the end of this month, so there'll be videos on that. There's some new Monster Hunter stuff. We might have videos on that. Biko's gonna do a Last of Us review, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna record that this week. It should be up within the next week or so. Depending on how fast Haley finishes it, she might be in it, but it's probably just gonna be me.
Are you doing a video or?
I'm gonna record audio and then put gameplay behind it because I recorded a lot when I played, so I have plenty of footage to use for me just playing the game. There's some pretty fun kills I did and like just gross stuff that happened when I was playing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna have a lot more. We're trying to have more content. It's a little tough at the moment. My new job is something like, I don't know. I'm working like 80 hours a week, which doesn't make it easy to edit and record stuff. But we're trying to make it work.
Hey, if you guys know any editors or anything like that.
No, fuck that. I'm not paying anyone. How can you say that? You got money?
I got money. Yeah, well, I mean, if you know somebody willing to lend their talent,
No, stop. No,
I'll pay you the first time. I don't know, man.
No,
this shit can kind of hard.
First of all, I'm not paying anyone because I ain't got money. Second of all, I'm not having somebody work for free. We'll do it on our own.
No, that's true. I don't want anybody working for us if they're not gonna get paid. That's no. I don't want. I don't want to bring a stranger into this and then.
We don't get paid, so how are we gonna? It doesn't make sense. Anyway, so watch out for the YouTube. There's gonna be more stuff there. I'm hoping to have enough things going where we can have a Patreon at some point. And there's also there's something else I wanted to talk about, but railed it off with your editing.
Gosh, I know I'm just the worst.
Oh, also remember. In the description, we have links to different things like PlayStation cards, Xbox cards. So if you are thinking of buying those things or getting it, clicking that link and doing it through there does help the show, at least with numbers, and it also helps more people to see us when you do that. And starting, I guess, this week or last week, you can go to our podcast host, Acast, and support us directly there. With any kind of, hey, look, I'm not asking you for cash. We got jobs. We both went to college. You went to college, right?
I went to college. I don't mean shit. Most college students are broke.
Did you graduate?
I graduated, yeah.
Yeah, see, we graduated. We've been all around I've literally been to the other side of the world.
Oh.
I've literally been to the other side of the world. We're not asking you.
I am.
But if you do want to help the show with things like building the PC, us doing giveaways, having a better Twitch stream, having better Discord stream, because apparently that's freezing up every once in a while, don't hesitate to go to that Acast link and drop us a couple pennies if you'd like.
Yeah. If you can't find the link, easy. I mean, you want to find a link easier, just go to our Twitter page at Super Chevy Bro. We have a pinned post, so you can join the Discord as well. If you're not in the Discord, listening to this right now, like our awesome friend Ghost Moth.
Right. Remember, we do a live show every Tuesday at 7:30, 8 p.m.
Let's say 7:30.
7:30, 8 p.m. Central Time. Live show in the Discord. So if you want to get in on the Discord, please make sure to go to the Twitter link, join our room, and then just remember, around 8 p.m. Central Time, you can get in. You can type messages, ask questions, comment on the show. Hopefully, you get enough people in there, you can talk to them, not just us.
Yeah,
that'll be nice.
So we're fun. So, we're nice to talk to, but you know.
I think I found out why the sounds are so loud. Check this out. Hold on. One moment. Here we go.
Oh, I thought that was a sound. What the fuck?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to do some magic. Check this out. Tell me if it's quieter.
Yes.
It's quieter?
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to the show. This has been the Super Chevy Brothers Podcast. I hope some of this got recorded because for whatever reason, my computer stops recording at 58 minutes and 14 seconds. Let us know if there's anything in particular you want us to talk about. Remember, you can email us at superchevybros@gmail.com. You can tweet us at superchevybro on Twitter.
Stop squatting on that name. We want it.
My Twitter is anymore. At Chevar Price. Chevall's is at Chevall P. You can also follow us on Facebook. Are you still doing Facebook stuff?
Yeah, I'm always on Facebook. We have a lot of people on interact with us on that. So yeah.
Like mentioned before, you can join us on Discord and chat with us kind of all day. I am in there. It's just usually me talking to myself, which I don't mind. Actually, when I listen to the podcast, I cut Biko out, but that's my thing. Thanks for listening to Super Chevy Brothers Podcast. This has been your host, Chevar, and that's Chevall. We will talk to you next time.
See you next week, guys.